Members of the House Ethics Committee are holding a rare public hearing concerning its investigation into Florida Democratic Congresswoman Sheila McCormick. She was indicted after being accused of stealing millions of dollars in federal relief funds.
Seems like these intimidation tactics have been pervasive. We spent all week seeing different members getting censured, all in hopes of intimidating and kind of distracting from the Epstein files.
They tried to delay this hearing. They tried to push it off until after the criminal trial, and the committee said no. And now, as of this morning, a House ethics panel has already found her responsible for dozens of violations. Not one, not two, or even 3 violations. We're talking about 25 violations. Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome to Nellie Miranda.
Reporter Steve Litz joins us live in the newsroom with the latest this evening. Steve.
And hey, Juan, ethics committee members, these meetings typically happen behind closed doors, but members of the committee decided this is a matter of great public interest, and so the public should be able to watch. It's a rare ethics committee hearing held in public for South Florida Congresswoman Sheila McCormick. She's accused of stealing money from the federal government and denies the allegations.
A lot has been said about what was done, but it was never done. There's no place ever in my life where I was ever accused of anything. And so we look forward to the facts and defending ourselves.
The first order of business was McCormick's lawyer asking this matter not be held in public and be delayed.
As always, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Okay, so a bipartisan House ethics panel, Republicans and Democrats, reviewed the evidence and found that she committed 25 separate ethics violations. Sheesh. She needs to resign today. That is ridiculous. We're not talking about accusations or speculations.
Of business was McCormick's lawyer asking this matter not be held in public and be delayed.
For me to rush into it, having only had the case for 2.5, 3 weeks, that's dangerous territory. I mean, lawyers really shouldn't be practicing law like that.
We want you to be prepared, but we don't want to face a new lawyer every time we have a hearing asking for a continuance because they need time to prepare. And I believe this is, the 3rd lawyer or the 5th lawyer? 4th lawyer.
Politically, the House Ethics Investigative Subcommittee is accusing her of failing to follow campaign finance laws. She's also criminally charged with theft of government funds, money laundering, and 13 other counts. Investigators say her family medical company received an overpayment of $5 million in COVID disaster relief funds and never paid it back. The company had a contract to register people for COVID vaccinations. The contract was for about $50,000.
The Newsweek article published this morning says the House Ethics Committee found Friday that Democrat Representative Sheila McCormick of Florida has committed numerous violations of House rules and ethics standards, a ruling that could add weight to Republicans' push to expel her from Congress. After meeting for over 7 hours Thursday night, an ethics panel composed of 4 Democrats and 4 Republicans found that McCormick had committed 25 ethics violations. The panel said it would recommend a punishment in the coming weeks. The recommended punishment could include fines, censure, or even expulsion from Congress.
Day after a high-pressure hearing that was held for South Florida Congresswoman Sheila McCormick.
A rare hearing at the House Ethics Committee held for hours yesterday. She's facing more than 24 charges for alleged misconduct. Local 10's Glenna Milberg is in the newsroom with more on the ruling announced today.
That hearing went late into the night. Hours later, literally this morning, the panel voting to affirm all but 2 of the 27 counts against the Congresswoman.
What does exist is a mountain of evidence.
A fiery 6-hour hearing went almost to midnight.
And the allegations before us are extremely serious.
After hours of overnight deliberations behind closed doors, the House Ethics Panel found what it called clear and convincing evidence that Congresswoman Sheila McCormick is guilty of 25 of 27 charges against her. The Congresswoman faced accusations she stole $5 million in FEMA COVID funding, mistakenly paid to her family business, then redirected it into her campaign for Congress in 2021.
More than half of it was paid to the Congresswoman and her friends and family, and of that, the vast majority went into her campaign.
McCormick faces federal criminal charges, too, for those same accusations. She has and does deny it all.
At the very least, you have to give us a hearing. You have to allow me to call witnesses on her defense.
The Congresswoman's attorney arguing the timing of this House hearing leaves her unable to defend herself in the upcoming federal criminal trial scheduled for next month.
I have my client on the one side of me saying, that's not true. I want to get up and I want to testify and I want to explain something. I have to advise her not to, because I have to protect her Fifth Amendment rights for the criminal case.
That panel rejecting that argument, saying criminal court procedure has built-in protections for that. After its April recess, the full House Ethics Committee will meet to decide sanctions. That could be anything from a formal reprimand, fines, or the most serious, actual expulsion from the House. Back to you.
I guess the most frustrating thing about this is if you or I accidentally got $5 million, we don't just get to keep it. That would be stealing. We don't get to say we're profit sharing. We either send it back immediately or risk repercussions for being a thief. So this was a rare public ethics trial, something Congress almost never does. And yet, after hours and hours of testimony, a bipartisan panel came back with this finding. So that tells me that she's allegedly very guilty. What do you think? Do you think 25 violations is enough for expulsion? But most importantly, do you think that Congress will actually follow through, or will they protect one of their own? Let me know in the comments. In other news, FBI Director Kash Patel has been hacked.
Cyber criminals linked to Iran have breached the FBI director's personal email account, according to sources familiar with the matter. Hacker group Handala Hack Team took credit for the attack. They posted images of Director Kash Patel. Cyber criminals linked to Iran have breached the FBI director's personal email account, according to sources familiar with the matter. Hacker group Handala Hack Team took credit for the attack. They posted images of Director Kash Patel and his apparent resume. After the start of the war in Iran, the Justice Department said Handala was responsible for several cyber attacks, including a malware attack against a U.S.-based medical technologies firm. An FBI spokesperson did not have an immediate comment.
Now, here's the part that really gets me. The U.S. government is offering a $10 million reward for information on these hackers. $10 million. And I'm sorry, but why are Americans on the hook for that? Because from what we know so far, this wasn't even a government system breach. Officials say that this was a personal email account, not classified FBI infrastructure.
FBI Director Kash Patel has had his personal accounts leaked by the Iranian hacking group Handala. They've posted these different photos of him, as well as his resume and emails. They just posted this online. Today, once again, the world witnessed the collapse of America's so-called security legends. While the FBI proudly seized our domains and immediately announced a $10 million reward for the heads of the Handala hack members, we decided to respond to this ridiculous show in a way that will be remembered forever. Kash Patel, the current head of the FBI, who once saw his name displayed with pride on the agency's headquarters, will now find his name among the list of successfully hacked victims. The so-called impenetrable systems of the FBI were brought to their knees within hours by our team. All personal and confidential information of Kash Patel, including emails, conversations, documents, and even classified files, is now available for public download. This is the security that the US government boasts about. This is the cyber giant that thinks threats and bribes can silence the voice of the resistance. To the whole world, we declare the FBI is just a name, and behind this name there is no real security. If your director can be compromised this easily, what do you expect from your lower level employees?
Make of that information what you will, but we American taxpayers should not be on the hook for that $10 million. We're taxed enough. Do you think this $10 million reward is justified, or are Americans being asked to pay for government incompetence? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you'd like to further support my show, please go to the website and order some merch. The designs are clean, simple, and intentional and reflect the conversations that we are having here. And if you want to wear a comfy sweater that says allegedly, because that is the magic word in politics, head over to my website at nellymiranda.com and order some merch. And don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.